You know it, and I know it. We are in a full-blown housing affordability crisis here on the North Shore and right across Canada. But here's what you might not know. The City of North Vancouver, the District of North Vancouver, and other cities could cut 16 to 30% off the cost of new housing overnight. No permission from Victoria, no Ottawa red tape, just bold local action. I'll show you how. I'm Jeremy Cato, and this is the North Shore. Thanks for watching, and if you care about fixing local housing, hit like and subscribe. Now, let's get to work. Because the City of North Vancouver is in the middle of reviewing DCCs, or development cost charges, with a final decision on a new DCC bylaw due by the fall of 2025. Let's start with the facts and then move on to solutions. The city's own housing needs report doesn't pull any punches. Here's the thing. Medium income earners cannot afford to buy any type of housing in the city. Even if you earn $200,000 a year, you're still in the danger zone, spending 50% of your income on housing. Renting? Not much better. A couple with kids earning $113,000 a year is spending 49% of their income on rent. Owning? Out of reach. Renting? Barely manageable. So middle-income families are struggling. Lower-income families? Crushed. Sure, we've heard from Ottawa and we've heard from Victoria, but housing in the end is a local matter, and cities like CNV and DNV have real power over housing affordability. So what can the City of North Vancouver and others do right now? Forget lumber prices and concrete. Cities have no control over hard costs. They can't lower soft costs either, for lawyers, architects, and the like. Mortgage rates, realtor commissions, marketing costs, beyond City Hall's control. But cities do have their hands on a very big affordability lever, the cost of government. According to the Missing Middle Initiative, cities can slash housing costs by smarter land use, reducing fees and taxes, and cutting red tape and delays. Let's break this down. A new $1.5 million condo? You're paying a huge government surcharge before a shovel even hits the ground. The Missing Middle Initiative calculates that construction-related taxes, euphemistically called development cost charges or DCCs and other taxes, alone can account for 30% of the cost of some projects. We're talking amenity fees, density bonus payments, and all manner of development charges and municipal fees. Some perspective, 18% goes to the government, and only 19% goes for the land on which a development is built. There are 6 different major ways this local government can tax new housing, and that's before we get into taxing details, which add more cost. All these taxes are passed on to buyers in the final price. No, developers do not eat these costs. Buyers do. Lower or eliminate these fees and taxes, add in new restrictions on developers to support infrastructure and growth, and you will make housing more affordable. All told, nearly half the cost of a new condo is spent before a shovel hits the ground. Another example? Economist Mike Moffat estimates that a $1.35 million condo carries $130,000 or more in development taxes. Add another $84,000 in taxes at purchase, and the cost of government here is about $215,000, plus other costs that can add another $35,000. So $250,000 in all. Originally, these taxes were meant to cover infrastructure for the developments themselves and the surrounding affected areas. Now, they have exploded under the headline, "Growth pays for growth." Except it no longer does, at least not entirely. So-called growth taxes now pay for all sorts of things, some with zero connection to the development itself. Take Elle by Polygon at 15th and Lonsdale. Polygon paid $24 million in cash in kind to build this 22-story tower. Where did it go? $22 million went to the Harry Jerome Rec Center, 8 blocks away, and to be shared with District of North Van users. $1.5 million to Lonsdale Energy Corporation infrastructure. $1.1 million to an affordable housing fund completely unrelated to Elle. $300,000 to public art. Was that the best use of $24 million in development taxes? $24 million could have been spent in central Lonsdale to improve the infrastructure there where the Elle is rising to the sky. Then there's this. New buyers through these taxes often end up paying for things everyone uses. Of course, new and existing residents end up using the same pipes, roads, sidewalks, bike lanes, and so on. Is that fair? Maybe. Do development taxes add to the price of a new home? Definitely. Thousands and thousands in development taxes paid by new residents are often used as a slush fund for unrelated city projects, and to sprinkle money around without raising taxes on existing residents. Naturally, councils love them. The thing is, these development taxes distort the cost of building new homes. They hit new buyers, and new buyers are often young buyers trying to get onto the property ladder. They hit these buyers particularly hard. Even a first-time buyer of that $1.35 million condo would be hit with GST and the property transfer tax on top of the sale price. Remember, GST and the land transfer tax are taxes paid on taxes. GST and PTT are paid on a new home after development charges and finance costs and other charges have been embedded in the price. And governments are still not done with permitting fees, construction phase property taxes, insurance charges, and on, all hidden and baked into the sale price. Developers pay these costs up front and pass them on to the buyer. The new federal GST rebate and BC's PST exemption for first-time buyers both help. The $1.1 million property transfer tax exemption cap? In this market, a joke. Time for a serious rethink. These taxes add tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the cost of a new home. Of course, the housing affordability crisis is complicated, but cities have concrete powers to cut costs right now. We'll dig deeper into more solutions in future videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Jeremy Cato, and this is the North Shore. We'll see you next time.